Good, happy Wednesday morning, October 16, 2019. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this morning, so let's begin. First up, man accused of shooting bishop, bride waives arrangement. Dale Holloway, 37, faces charges including attempted murder. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
Do you need a new roof but think you can't afford it? Our average customer pays $7,500 for a total roof replacement, and we have finance plans with payment options under $150 per month. Call today. Century Roofing, we've got you covered.
Well, Tom and Monica not guilty pleas were entered on Holloway's behalf today. We're also learning today that Bishop Stanley Choate is improving in the hospital. That is good news for his parishioners.
Bishop is just an amazing person.
A parishioner of New England Pentecostal Ministries was eager to see Dale Holloway in court today.
I wanted to be able to have closure for myself, to just see the man, to see him who shot and did this deed, just to see him.
But she didn't get that chance. Holloway waived his appearance. An attorney for the shooting suspect met with prosecutors Tuesday afternoon. Holloway faces 5 charges, including attempted murder. Prosecutors allege he opened fire during a wedding at the church, shooting Bishop Stanley Choate in the chest.
I can tell you right now he is, I believe, been moved to stable condition. But he is still hospitalized at this time.
Holloway is also charged with shooting the bride in the arm and hitting the groom over the head with a gun. The groom is the father of Brandon Castiglione, the man charged with killing Holloway's stepfather, Luis Garcia. Garcia was also a minister at New England Pentecostal Ministries.
I don't think I'm comfortable saying that necessarily it is just a revenge shooting at this point. We're still investigating the other aspects of this. But certainly with regards to the charges that are going forward, the charges kind of speak for themselves.
Parishioner Brenda Murphy says she will work on forgiving Holloway.
You pray for the person. That's what Bishop would want us to do.
Now, prosecutors are still looking into how Holloway obtained a gun as a former felon. He will be back in court next week for an evidentiary bail hearing. Live in Pelham, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Pelham police search for suspect accused of smashing car windows, swinging bat at people. Similar crimes reported in Salem, Drake, and Lowell. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
When family and friends come together on a beautiful day, what better place to be than in your own backyard? Techo Block Hearts.
And we do begin with breaking news from Pelham tonight. A suspect search on Old Bridge Street has ended. It was for a man who reportedly was smashing car windows and swinging a bat at people at the Chunky's Cinema in town. Police say Chunky's employees confronted the man while he was breaking into cars. After an altercation where the suspect used the bat to swing at the employees, police say he ran towards Old Bridge Street.
And that prompted police to tell people to stay in their homes and lock their doors, but a canine brought in from Salem lost track of the suspect. Police believe he is not in the area anymore, but if anyone sees anything suspicious, they're asked to call 911. Pelham says Salem, along with Drake and Lowell in Massachusetts, had similar thefts this evening.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Hampton police searching for missing elderly couple. Couple not seen since leaving apartment in Dracut, Massachusetts, Tuesday afternoon. Take a look at this photo of them right here. This is the couple in this photo right here. Hampton police are searching for a missing elderly couple who did not return home Tuesday afternoon. Dave and Ona Maggie, both 86 years old, were last seen leaving an apartment in Dracut, Massachusetts around 3 p.m. on October 15th and failed to return to their assisted living facility. Dave Maggie was last seen wearing a yellow sweater and blue shorts. One was last seen wearing a blue zip-up jacket and black pants, a white stripe down the side. The Maggies are believed to be in a rented silver 2019 Subaru Outback with Tennessee plate 5R96F1. The couple is familiar with the Merrimack Valley in Salem, New Hampshire area. Anyone with information on Dave and Orna Maggie is asked to contact the Hampton Police Department at 603-929-4444. Car with New Hampshire plates involved in Vermont hit and run. Police looking for black 2017 Cadillac XTS. Police just over the state line in Brattleboro, Vermont, are looking for the driver of a car with New Hampshire plates who hit a bicyclist Tuesday morning, then took off. At 11:19 a.m., Brattleboro police responded to Putney Road for a reported bicyclist that was struck by a motor vehicle. Upon arrival, police met with a 40-year-old man from South Carolina who was riding his bicycle north on Putney Road. Police learned a black 27 Cadillac XTS with New Hampshire registration struck the man and fled the scene after the collision. The man had minor injuries and did not need medical attention. This investigation is ongoing, and anyone with information on this incident is asked to contact Officer Colby Carlow at the Brattleboro Police Department at 802-257-97950. Bedford police investigating reports of valuables stolen from locked cars. Car windows were smashed to get items, police say. Bedford police are looking into a series of car break-ins that happened over the weekend. Police said that over the weekend they received several reports of thefts from locked vehicles in which the windows had been smashed. The thefts occurred on South River and Back River roads. Police said the target locations were retail businesses, fitness centers, and dining establishments. They said vehicles were targeted because thieves believed valuables, including purses, were left in the vehicles while the owners were inside the establishments. Police said anyone who may have been targeted should call them at 603-472-5113. Police ask drivers to remove valuables from their vehicles while they are unattended or to lock valuables in the trunk. Delta offering waivers for travelers flying in or out of Manchester Airport, Logan on Thursday. Nor'easter forecast for Thursday. Ahead of the forecast nor'easter storm, Delta Airlines is offering travel waivers for anyone flying in or out of Manchester-Boston Regional Airport this Thursday. The airline is doing the same at Logan International Airport in Boston and other Northeast airports. Other airlines have not yet announced waivers. Total incumbent Shaheen Hassan blasts Trump's decision in Syria. Senators say sudden troop pullout abandon allies. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Adam Sexton.
We feel that if a customer wants their product and they're ambitious and they want to do it today, if we have it here in stock, we have the people, the trucking, and why put off till tomorrow what you can do today?
Visit us at powellstone.com.
In Nashua, Senator Jeanne Shaheen says the results of President Trump's decision to pull American troops out of northern Syria speak for themselves.
This is a foreign policy disaster of the highest magnitude. Not only are we seeing our Kurdish partners who helped us in the fight against ISIS being slaughtered, we're seeing those ISIS, some of the worst terrorists who have been in captivity held by the Kurds, who are being released.
Last year, the senator visited the Syrian territory now under siege by the Turks.
It was stable. I walked through the marketplace, visited several of the detention camps where ISIS prisoners were being held, saw the support we were providing to the Kurds to ensure that that happened, and all of that now has been destroyed.
Senator Maggie Hassan just returned from an overseas trip to Afghanistan, India, and Pakistan.
We should not be abandoning people who were willing to fight with us against terrorism, and it is very concerning to me that this action undermines other people's faith in the United States, including people in Afghanistan.
Senator Hassan says U.S. service members who fought alongside the Kurds are upset that former battlefield allies are now left on their own and vastly outnumbered. And she says other allies shouldn't have to wonder if the U.S. will do the same thing to them.
This is not the way we should be conducting foreign policy in the United States of America.
It is totally incompetent. In an administration full of foreign policy blunders, this is absolutely the worst one.
Adam Sexton, WMUR, News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And let's take a look at your 2020 New Hampshire candidate tracker for today. We have one candidate in New Hampshire today, Joe Seastack. He has 3 events today in New Hampshire. His first event, speaking to the Greater Derry Londonderry Chamber of Commerce in Derry, New Hampshire at 8:30 a.m. His second event, healthcare events in Mount Vernon, New Hampshire. And his third event, town meeting organized by local Democrats at Baker Free Library in Bow, New Hampshire at 7 o'clock p.m. And those are all the events happening today in New Hampshire for Joe Seastack. U.S. feature point to slightly lower open. U.S. stock index features were slightly lower Wednesday morning. 5 takeaways from the 4th Democratic debate. The 4th Democratic primary debate in Westerville, Ohio, featured a number of tense exchanges and again highlighted the major policy rifts and continued to divide the field with less than 4 months to go until the first voters are casting their ballots. And let's take a look at those 5 takeaways from last night's debate. First one, Democrats mostly united on impeachment. Warren faces the scrutiny of a front-runner. Biden gets support aimed attacks. Democrats rumble on health care again. Mayor Pete comes out swinging. Sanders rebound after heart attack. And those are your 5 takeaways from last night's debate. And if you want to read that full article, again, we will have a link for you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.